All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to React and Chill. Now, this is sort of like a little pre-stream for Friday Night Reacts. We'll be streaming over on Kick because YouTube likes to block mid-stream and you react to a lot of good copyright content. It comes out of nowhere sometimes. Twitch has a bunch of ads that everyone complains about, and I suppose I could remove myself from the affiliate program, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll be on Kick. No ads. I mean, if you want to give us additional support, you can. That's always appreciated. But there you have it. No ads, no copyright blocks, and all that is fine. Going to put that link in the chat here so that way you guys know where we're going. Let's go ahead and do that now. Meantime, though, last week I did not stream on this channel. Why is that? I was a little busy. I was watching the live performance of BABYMETAL in Houston at the 713 Music Hall. Now, let me just tell you this. I want to report a robbery. I really do. I should have called the police because, god dang, those prices on the liquor was ridiculous, man. A Jack and Coke. And see, I wasn't paying attention. I'd be like, I'll take a Jack and Coke. Jack and Coke. I wasn't paying attention, whatever. I just charged the card, whatever. Not too worried about it. Have some money coming in. Just going to take care of all that stuff. Okay, I made some deals. Can't go into detail. Okay, all right. But yeah, let's just say that's going to be taken care of. So anyway, what happened was I wasn't paying attention. And then eventually I did. And I was like, wait, how much is that? It was like $30 for a glass, for a little glass of Jack and Coke. And it was just regular Jack Daniels, not like Gentleman Jack or anything. And it wasn't even like a double shot. It was one shot and some Coke. Not even cocaine. For like $35, I'd like give me a bump or something. I don't do that stuff, but for $35, I'll try. A little hard and crazy for a BABYMETAL show, but I mean, for like I said, for $35, it might have been $25. I looked at my bank statement, my credit card statement today, and I saw the 35 charge. I was like, yep, that's that one transaction. I think that you know what? I think that son of a bitch knew I was a sucker and rung me up. He did me rotten. He did me rotten. That's what he did. I don't know. But that's crazy. It's just one glass. It's like a little bit bigger than this, okay? It's a little bit bigger. A shot of Jack and then some Coke. And then $30. Yeah, that's way too much. Next time, I'm smuggling a flask. It's going to have to be plastic, and I'm going to attach it to my ball sack or something because they make you empty out your pockets and whatever before you enter. Of course they do. So next time, I'm going to just tie a little plastic flask to my. I'm gonna have to smuggle it in, and there you go. As far as the show itself, the show was great. The show was fantastic. I mean, it's freaking BABYMETAL. But this is so I saw them live 2025 in Houston. Last time I saw them was 2023 when they were with Death Clock. And I gotta say, I noticed a huge difference. First off, like the crowd interaction, the crowd participation was like so much. It was like amplified by like 10. Like the energy there was just so good. Like the energy of the mosh pit, the energy of just the crowd surfing, all just the little things, everyone getting into it. Maybe it was the moment there because it just so happened I was on the third floor And on the second floor, there was these chicks who were pretty much wearing like bikinis or whatever. I mean, they were wearing pretty much nothing. And they were like hyped. They were definitely hyped. They were hyped for the whole freaking show. Okay, for sure. They were hyped and definitely giving love to Baby Metal. Okay, much so. And I think that hyped up the crowd as well. I think people noticed for sure. Yeah, but yeah, the energy there was really good. I noticed that, and I think that, man, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing there. The crowd was bigger. I could definitely say that because you had like obviously the floor was full. It was very full, but even the upper levels, like in 2023, I remember having an easier time getting a good view on the third floor near the lounge, and I was kind of lazy about it too. I was like, it's very comfortable. I can go get a drink from the bar, come back, casual. Don't have to worry about anyone taking my spot. I know it's not front row, but you're kind of up there. You can kind of see like the top of everyone. It's kind of cool, kind of a nice little vantage point or whatever. It's kind of like, all right, you're just kind of observing everything, taking it all in. I like that. But this time around, it was like there was a pretty good crowd even on the third floor. And trying to get a spot was like tough. I was trying, because I'm tall, I'm like 6'2". I was trying to like see over like other people's like, other people's bodies, I was like, hey, I don't mean to get next to your girlfriend or your wife or anything, but I didn't squeeze in here. I'm like trying to squeeze in, trying to get a good shot. And up on that level, I guess people have a different attitude about it, because you start getting them behind them, they start looking at you like, what are you doing? It's like, oh man, I don't know if you know this or not, but we're kind of like floor mentality right now, because like I can barely see, and I paid for this spot, so here we are. This is what's happening. This is the reality. This is what's happening here. But I end up kind of perching next to these girls, and they were cool. They're very cool. I forgot their name. I asked one of them what their name was, but yeah, very cool. I had a good time watching the whole show, and enjoyed all of it. As far as the track list, man, obviously Baby Metal Death, they opened with that. Obviously Gimme Chocolate was there, right? Obviously Song 3 was there, and then Con was there. And hearing Song 3 live, oh man, that gave me a greater appreciation for that song. But Con, oh, that was so cool. That was so freaking cool. I love that. The only thing bad, of course, Bloody Wood didn't play with them live, which I didn't really complain about. I wasn't bummed about that. I don't think anyone really was. And if they were, it's kind of stupid. The reason why they didn't play with them live is I don't think the venue was set up for that. Like you think about the logistics of certain venues, is like it may not be possible, or it might be too much of a task for them, and too much to manage. Because after each set, because Bloody Wood was there, and this other band, Black Veil Brides or whatever they are, some emo scream band, which I was gonna write off and thought they were nothing. I was gonna just, throw more $30 bills at the bar, but no, they actually came up pretty hard. I mean, towards the end it was about the same, but they weren't too bad. But Bloody Wood was there, but Bloody Wood didn't play live with Baby Metal, and Baby Metal didn't play live with Bloody Wood when they're doing their the various the two tracks they collabed with. But I think logistically it just didn't work, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I know some people like to run to Reddit and just like complain and be like, as if they know like everything behind the scenes as to why it didn't happen, But it's like, you don't know. And it's easy to just rant and complain when you're completely ignorant as for what the real reason is. Because trust me, if they could have played live together, they would have, for sure. Because, man, those songs are fire. And to play them live, oh, man, that would be great. What else? Other tracks, Megasune was there. Karate was there. That was nice. That was real nice. Oh, and the thing about Karate Live was like the crowd was really into it. Much more than I've noticed I don't think they played Karate in 2023 at Houston. But they were really into it. Like that emotional part when the song gets like low and it's like, the baby metal girls are defeated. There's a moment of weakness. They need to regain their strength. Like that moment, the crowd like emoted that, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense because that's what happened there. Then you had Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, which, of course, everyone loved. Everyone was having a good time with that song, And that's a fun song to hear live. It was great. Nice energy there. Con was cool. I really liked it, but I also want to hear it, like, not live, if that makes sense. Like the energy there in the audience was great, but I want to hear what it's like. I guess I'm asking for the studio version. I want to hear what the studio version sounds like too. Let's see what else. They did Road of Resistance, of course. Now I noticed like they would rotate what they close with, either IDZ or Road of Resistance. But I figured since they're doing Road of Resistance, they wouldn't also do IDZ. That doesn't make any sense. It's like two power metal heavy tracks, and it's like, no, they're not doing that. What else? No monochrome, but what track was it? Was it Karate? There was a track they played that's kind of older, that when they played it, they did the whole bring out your lights and shine your lights. And I think it was Karate. I think it was. It was an older song. It was an Elevator Girl. They didn't play that. It would be kind of cool to hear Elevator Girl in the rotation. I want to say it was Karate. That makes sense, actually. And that low moment. Bring out your light. Shine your light. Bring out your phone. Turn your light on. I mean, if someone else was there, being that some people spotted me and was like, hey, I remember you. You're that guy that would have like sunglasses and a cigar, but I don't see your videos anymore. It's like, I don't know why you don't see them anymore. I still pump them out, I don't know why you don't see them anymore. I kind of noticed the views have dropped off, even with the thumbnails. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm not paying my toll for bots or whatever. I'm not seeing other accounts are botting, but it's just so strange. I do the same thing everyone else does. But I was like, yeah, I don't know why you don't see me, but yeah, I'm still there. I still do what I do. Yeah. But being that some people noticed me, hopefully maybe someone will notice me from the Houston show there, or the 713 Music Hall. Let me know. Let me know what song it was. I think it was Karate, where it brought out the phone and shined the light and all that in the crowd. It was very nice, very illuminated there. Yeah. So the plan tonight is to stream on Kick, the reaction stream. Now, I'm going to react to only a number of requests. Okay? So, you need to be, if you want to send in a request for me to react to, you need to be there. So, click that link in the chat. And then everything else will make sense. I'll give you the link of where to send the reaction request. If you don't worry, I'll take care of that. I'll send that to you. But you want to be there so you can send in your request for me to react to live. And I'm going to react to them live. About, I'm thinking 7. 7's going to cut off. How many days are there in the week? 7. And every request will be recorded for the channel. Every request will be recorded for the channel. That's the plan. Okay? And so whatever you request here tonight will appear on the channel here the following week. So the plan is to record them tonight, put them on the channel on Sunday. And then Sunday I record some stuff offline, the things people have requested in other ways. If I stream them, other people want to send a request, and it's like, oh, okay. And then it's like, it kind of messes with the flow. So that's what we're doing tonight, okay? So click that link. Head on over to Kick. I'll see you there. And we'll start our reactions.